The whole world is buzzing about this insane boxing match between Jake Paul and the legendary Mike Tyson. It's like a battle between two completely different universes colliding. As you can imagine, all the big names have been weighing in with their hot takes on who's going to come out on top. Let's break down what some of these celebs have been saying. The NFL superstar Patrick Mahomes dropped some real strategy talk on how Jake could actually pull this off. If Jake can drag Mike into the later rounds and gas him out, he might have a puncher's chance. But Mahomes kept it real. He said if vintage Mike shows up for even a few minutes, Jake is going to be seeing stars. Mahomes doubled down on this, saying the key for Jake is to use his youth and stamina to survive the early onslaught from Tyson. He compared it to how boxers approach fights with big punches, just trying to weather the storm early. But let's be honest, weathering prime Tyson's storm is easier said than done. Remember when Jake fought Tommy Fury? Yeah, well, Tommy is still salty about that L. He's out here saying if Tyson can't get the KO on Jake, he'll handle the YouTube boxer himself. In his words, he couldn't beat me, so he's going to fight granddads now? Terrible. If Mike doesn't knock him out, I will next time. You can just hear the disdain dripping from Fury's voice. He really doesn't respect Jake's boxing skills at all. To him, Tyson is a real boxer's boxer, while Jake is just a celebrity fight sideshow. If the 60-year-old Tyson can't get it done, then Tommy is letting us all know he'll clean up the mess himself. This fight has rappers Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder putting their money where their mouths are with a $5,000 wager. Yayo is repping for his Brooklyn roots, backing Tyson all the way. We already got money on that. I got Mike Tyson. He's from Brooklyn, Yayo proclaimed with that NYC swagger. But Uncle Murder wasn't so sure about Iron Mike's age, saying, I think Mike is a little too old to be fighting at this point. The two went back and forth, with Yayo arguing that even an old Tyson packs serious power. If Tyson hits him with one of them old Tyson missiles, feel like it's 88. Let's see who's going to be $5K richer after this goes down. In a shocking turn, The Rock posted up with Jake Paul hyping up the Tyson fight. He called Iron Mike the GOAT and said he's pumped to watch it go down. Good to finally meet you, brother. Looking forward to your fight with the GOAT, The Rock wrote. Maybe there's still some love there after Logan's issues with The Rock. Whether it's just typical high-profile promotion or The Rock is genuinely excited for this fight, having him co-sign such a crazy event is a pretty big deal. You know, Frank had to represent for his big bro Sly with a dramatic fight prediction. He's calling a vintage Tyson two-piece combo to put Jake's lights out. Jab, straight right hand, crazy left hook, and bingo. Stallone doubled down, breaking down how Tyson's trademark peekaboo style would perfectly set up that fight-ending sequence. He's going to come in like this. This guy's going to throw a right-hand bang, and he's going to catch him with the shot. You can just picture Stallone in the ring acting it all out. When you're from a legendary boxing movie family, it's in your blood to envision these big knockouts. Leave it to Logan to drop some wild Star Wars analogies.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like, you know Yoda.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be hoppling around doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to battle, you can't be Yoda.
But that's that's a fiction. That's a movie, man.
Bro, who cares?
I don't know. I just think it's not Yoda.
It's just an analogy.
Alien man.
Dude literally compared Mike Tyson to the tiny but powerful Jedi Master Yoda. Of course, Logan's co-hosts had to shut that geek moment down real quick, as one of them said that it was a movie and it was fiction. Still, you can't deny the imagery of a diminutive but ferocious Yoda-like Tyson wrecking shop in the ring is pretty funny to picture. You know, Triple H has seen his fair share of wild fights in WWE. His big question was how Jake could possibly survive if a young prime Tyson shows up for even a few minutes.
If the old Mike Tyson shows up for 5 minutes, like, how do you get past that? Right. He doesn't need to be there for the whole fight. He needs to be there for 5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear your strategy and I see your strategy. I don't know that I wouldn't just run for 2 or 3 rounds and hope that he gets tired.
Maybe that's a strategy too.
A solid game plan or a recipe for disaster? Trying to play Matador and avoid Prime Tyson's bombs for that long seems borderline impossible. But Triple H admitted he's almost morbidly curious to see if Jake has the evasiveness to pull it off against one of the most ferocious fighters ever. Not everyone is excited for this freak show fight, though. Boxing bigwigs like Mauricio Sulaiman from the WBC are worried Tyson is pushing it too far at his age. Dude said Mike had an ugly ending to his career, questioning if he should really be fighting a young, strong, upcoming fighter like Jake. Sulaiman doubled down, saying, "Every fight is dangerous regardless of age. One punch can change your life." He knows Tyson is an all-time great, but having a legend return at 60 to fight a younger, hungry opponent just seems unnecessary from a safety perspective. You can understand the concern. We all saw how Fernando Vargas's boxing career ended after being brutally knocked out by Shane Mosley way past his prime. Sulaiman just doesn't want Tyson to potentially suffer a similar fate that tarnishes his legacy. Then you had retired NBA star Paul Pierce speculating this whole thing is a staged wrestling match. He's out here saying, "This event is definitely going to be scripted. Just like wrestling, they're going to talk about what they're going to do and be trained to deliver." Pierce is basically accusing Jake and Mike of being modern-day Hulk Hogans. To him, this fight has the word "fake fight" written all over it. Whether there's any truth to that, or Pierce is just playing too many conspiracy theory games, who knows? But it definitely adds another layer of curiosity to how this spectacle will all go down. And finally, Jake hit us with one of those classic "nobody makes it out alive" kind of quotes about the fight. "One of us has to die. It's war, and you just have to go to war." Sheesh, really going for the jugular there, Paul. He's trying to sell this as an honest-to-goodness battle for survival against one of the all-time great heavyweight boxing savages. While it's clearly a bit of hyperbolic marketing, you do have to respect Jake's ability to promote and add stakes to this journey into the unknown. Get your popcorn ready, because when Mike Tyson and Jake Paul step in that ring, anything is possible. Will the YouTube star somehow defy the odds and conquer the legendary Tyson? Or will Iron Mike remind everyone that he's still the baddest man on the planet? We'll find out soon enough.